A good day to you and thanks for joining us on Express Update. My name is Honorable Beverly Nijibia. Do stay for our stories. In our first story, President John Dramani Mahama has reaffirmed his dedication to fiscal responsibility, assuring the new governor and deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana that his administration will avoid reckless money printing for government expenses. Speaking at the assuring-in ceremony, he highlighted the risk of excessive central bank financing, which has previously harmed Ghana's economy. His comments addressed growing worries over economic management and the Bank of Ghana's history of financing budget deficits, which have been contributed to inflation and currency depreciation.
When government resorts to unsustainable consumption, expenditure, financed by excessive and unregulated printing of money, the consequences can be severe, from spiraling inflation, erosion of incomes, to driving millions into poverty. Such actions not only weaken public confidence in financial institutions, but also threaten long-term stability. To safeguard our economy from these risks, we must uphold responsible fiscal management, strict adherence to legal and regulatory framework, and protect the independence of the Bank of Ghana. As President, I'm committed to ensuring that the central bank operates free from political interference, guided solely by its mandate. This is the path to building a resilient economy, one where policies are driven by discipline, foresight, and the best interests of the Ghanaian people. One thing for sure, I'm not going to come and ask you to print more money.
In our second story, newly appointed Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, has prioritized reversing the bank's negative equity position to ensure financial stability and public trust. He plans to re-evaluate non-cooperations for potential savings and implement austerity measures to enhance cost efficiency. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is urging all embassies of the high commissions in Ghana to establish human conditions for citizens visiting for visa applications. Now, this initiative follows numerous public complaints regarding treatment at the foreign missions. Now, the ministry has issued a formal request for the improvements and expects a positive response from the missions. Then in our final story, Health Minister Kwabena Mensah Akando has announced new measures to prevent the entry of addictive opioids into Ghana, following a BBC investigation into illegal exports by a pharmaceutical company. He stated that a joint task force is enhancing surveillance to block harmful substances and that inspections of over-the-counter drugs have intensified, with legal actions taken against violators.
A joint task force involving the FDA, the Narcotic Control Commission, Customs, and the Ghana Revenue Authority has intensified checks at major entry points to prevent further unauthorized imports, leading to destruction of a large consignment of tafradol and similar drugs. Increased monitoring of over-the-counter drug sales. Inspections have been intensified, unauthorized opioids seized, and legal action taken against offenders, public awareness and consumer protection measures. A national education campaign has been launched to warn the public about the dangers of illicit opioid use and encourage responsible medication practices. Next steps, strengthen regulatory oversight and enforcement. Mr. Speaker, while these immediate actions have helped to contain the situation, more needs to be done to permanently shut down the supply of illicit opioids into Ghana. We have noted the following challenges that impede the effective response, which requires urgent attention. Unmanned borders allow for the illegal movement of opioids into Ghana. Limited inspection capacity for transit goods destined to other countries enables unregistered drugs to leak into the Ghanaian market. Intelligence sharing mechanism between the FDA, Customs, and NACOC needed to improve enforcement outcomes are suboptimal. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Health will therefore collaborate with the relevant bodies on the following initiatives: strengthening market surveillance and compliance monitoring, strengthening import controls and licensing, enhancing law enforcement and interagency collaboration, strengthening international cooperation, need for interagency response. Mr. Speaker, it is important to note the critical need for an interagency response to this crisis. The FDA works closely with multiple government and security agencies to enhance enforcement, intelligence sharing, and regulatory compliance.
And this is all we have for you on Express Update. My name is Honorable Beverly Jabia. Do stay for the rest of our programs.